Part 4 of How I Feel for my sneaky link. Now, after the initial introduction of his space and his codes and things of that nature, I went back home. He stayed in the house for like the first 72 hours, didn't do nothing, didn't come outside. Like, he would text me occasionally, but as far as coming out into the atmosphere, I think the dude was a little scared. Now, throughout our conversations, he had come to the realization of, you got a lot going on. Like, you doing too much. And which was, in fact, true. I was housing my brothers and them. I was helping my sister. I was doing the whole 9 yards. And he said, nobody's doing for you what you doing for them. Now, it made me sit and ponder because at this point, I like being the savior. I like being the one people can call on. I like being the one that's going to run when somebody needs them to run. About 15 minutes had gone by in the midst of the conversation. And he texted me. He was like, hey, I'm going to take you to breakfast in the morning. Oh, you taking me on a date already? So, of course, being all calm and down to earth, I was like, okay, sure, whatever. The next morning rolled around. I got up at around 10 o'clock. He didn't hit me up. He didn't say good morning or anything until about noon and was like, hey, you ready? So I'd already did my due diligence. All I had to do was slide on some clothes. So I put on this nice little blue dress with a split up my thigh, put on my blue jean jacket, put my watch on, put on some lip gloss mascara, and I was ready to go. After I told him I was ready, about 5 minutes later, he had pulled up. Mind you, he only lived across the street, so it didn't take him that long. When I went out, he opened the door from the inside. I got in. He was like, what up? I'm acting all shy and everything like, oh, nothing. You know, looking forward, putting on my seatbelt, not trying to make eye contact with him at all. We get on the highway and we pull up to this restaurant called 54th Street. He was like, you ever been here? I was like, no, I ain't even know this was here. He backed the car in. We get out of the car. We walk into the door. As we walk into the door, he behind me. But I'm just walking normal, you know, doing what I do. And once again, I could feel that this man's eyes is on me. Of course, he rushed really quickly, grabbed the door and opened it. He wouldn't let me open no doors at all. When we got in, he was like, for two, please. And we went and sat down at this booth. Y'all know me, I'm a drinker, so I ordered me a drink. He ordered him a little Coke, and then we ordered some food. While we sitting there waiting on the food to come, he looked me in my face and he said, I got a question. Now my heart is racing because what kind of question you got? And when people ask questions, they in relationships and they usually in trouble. So what's the question? He looked me dead in my face and was like, would you sleep with me? Now, y'all, the question took me by surprise. I'm sitting here like, no. You know, trying to pass it off and everything like, no. But deep down inside, I'm like, why the fuck am I lying to this dude? Like, yeah, I would. He was like, so you wouldn't sleep with me? You didn't bring me out here to try to sleep with me, did you? The waiter brought our food. We ate, we paid, he paid, and then we got up and we left. I kid y'all not, it wasn't even an hour when he dropped me off at the house. I texted him, I was like, yeah, I lied. I do kind of like you, and I would sleep with you. He texted me back and was like, don't you think that complicates things? I was like, no, it doesn't. He was like, why do you say that? Drop some prayer hands in the comment section for the next part.